And maybe this doesn't happen at your job. Well, if it doesn't happen at your job, I'm not talking to you, you know. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. So therefore, don't pay any attention to it. Just go to the next video, whatever.
¿Qué mierda eres? Y yo, en serio. ¿Qué mierda eres?
What's up, guys? This is I guess my first video, you could call it. It's the Lacey Show, the Lacey Show, one and only. I mean, there's a bunch, right? But anyway, I want to talk about jobs. Yep, today's job, work industry, and all that good stuff. How BS it is, as in how shitty it is. I literally sit outside of my job for 10 minutes debating whether or not to go inside that shithole. Like, but you know, my mind's telling me yes. Well, like no, and my wallet's telling me yes, you need to get in there. So I mean, nobody really talks about it, or if they do, I haven't heard about it. And like, our jobs suck, you know. There's a lot of people that are miserable going to their jobs. They hate it. I mean, especially these staffing companies, don't do it. If it's your last resource, still, I mean, look for more than that, because they are terrible. They're a third party who treat people like shit, you know. Like at work, when your boss demands and wants, or your company, for you to always be on time, but yet your check is never on time. You have to either go look for it, and I'm talking about staffing companies, because I don't know how, you know, I mean, there's always direct deposit and all that shit, but I'm just particularly talking about when you're paid in check at a staffing company, and you have to come and look for your check. Yet you want me to be here on time, but you don't pay me on time? What? Where does that fit? Like, so contradicting, you know? Also, they want your job to be your first priority. Like, I have a life to live in, you know, I have a family I need to take care of. This will never, or the job would never be my first priority. I would understand if you love your job and you love what you're doing. You know, kudos to you, awesome, that's, you know, everybody's dream, doo-doo-doo, whatever. But if you, like, totally hate your job, you know, working at McDonald's, I mean, if you're good at it, you like it, hey, that's what's up. But a lot of people don't. So I'm speaking about the people that don't like their jobs, hate their boss. You know, their boss is a douchebag, like, barely speaks English. Like, where are you? We're in America, but yeah, you're telling me what to do. I think the worst boss they are, or female boss, because they're so dry. They have, it's like they hate you just because you're a female, just like that, you know. Men tend to be more respectful and more kind and more understanding, believe it or not. But anyways, another thing, like, you expect us to go on and beyond, you know, for you guys or for the company. But what about my needs? When, you know, either, for example, my child is sick, or I have to leave work because there's been an emergency. You're not going to be worried about that. You're not going to be like, oh, sure, yeah, go ahead, we understand. You know, your paycheck will understand too. Like, we'll pay you the day off anyways. No, of course not. So what happened to the land of the free? I mean, didn't some bunch of white guys sign the Declaration of Independence? Where the hell? and said, hey, you know, this is the land of the free, you get to do whatever you want. But there's so many rules, yet so many guidelines you have to go by, and we're supposed to be the land of the free. We're supposed to be, you know, well, I'm speaking about America. I don't know about other countries, but Texas to be specific. So that's what I want to talk about, how, you know, shitty jobs are, and how those jobs expect you to, you know, like I said, go on and beyond, yet they don't go on and beyond for you. Yet what you say or your opinion does not matter, you know. And maybe this doesn't happen at your job. Well, if it doesn't happen at your job, I'm not talking to you, you know. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. So therefore, don't pay any attention to it. Just go to the next video, whatever. All I'm talking to is the people that don't say shit. Like, for instance, I quit my job, you know. It's terrible. I don't like it. And I will not be disrespected because I still have, you know, morals, and I believe in myself, and I think really highly of myself. Therefore, I will not be letting no one talk down on me just because, you know, I'm working for y'all. That still doesn't mean you could talk to me either, you know, however you want. And for y'all that are a bunch of sheeps, you know, that, oh yes, you know, kiss your boss's ass, like literally, stop it. Just stop it. You're making yourself look pitiful. Like, you're pathetic. Stop doing that. Like, nobody likes that kiss ass at your job. Nobody likes it. Therefore, also how low educated some of y'all are. And like, okay, I'm not Albert Einstein, but I have some common sense. You know, a lot of people don't. And yet, you bring all this commotion and all these stupid people and you throw them in a freaking job. What do you get? Bunch of idiots working for you, you know? I think I'm smarter than my boss, but I'm not gonna go and say, hey Bob, you know, I think you're doing a terrible job and you should make me manager. No, that's not how it works. You know, you gotta go through some shit in order to get to the top. Like Drake said, started from the bottom, now we're here. But anyways, I believe in self-employment, you know, create your own business, start your own shit. Like, I'm doing these videos because I see a bunch of, y'all are watching videos of people playing songs and commenting on them, or they're dancing like a bunch of idiots. And that's what y'all like. That's what society likes now, is shit. Like, they literally like shit, and I say that with a big S because that's what they're listening to, you know. These vines and stuff, I mean, they're funny, but some vines are so stupid. Like, I don't even know where to begin, and I'm not. That's another topic. Just your job. If you hate your job, if you're miserable, if you sit at the parking lot for 5 minutes, if you even debate every single day how much you hate your job, how much you don't want to be here, it's depressing. Like, quit your job, you know? Don't they have like unemployment or some shit? Yeah, it can only last for so long. Well, while you look for another job, use it, because it's terrible. I've been at this job for, I don't know, a month maybe, and it's depressing. Like, oh my goodness, I'm wasting 8 hours of my life in this shithole so I can be treated like I'm not important. And speaking of not being important, a lot of these jobs, and I keep saying a lot of these jobs, don't even know their employees' names. Like, somebody could literally come in through that door and work for y'all, and y'all wouldn't even know if it was me or not, because you do not know your employees by their name, sorry. But yet you expect them, like I said, to always be on time, for the job to be their first priority and all that crap. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm not. You know, some people don't have that option, and if they do, they prefer things going their own way because nobody's comfortable with change anymore. You know, everyone's all butthurt and in their feelings, like, oh, I'm so sad, oh, how, you know, they treat me so bad, but yet y'all are not doing anything about it. Like, shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Stop talking. Shut your face. You know? People like that complain. Everyone has a coworker that complains every single day. Every day. There's not one day you try to be polite. Hey, how are you doing? You know, how's it going? Because that's the polite thing to do. Yet they have that face. Oh, you know, I'm here. Like, really? Okay, then fucking leave. Nobody has you here like a, you know, slave or against your will. Leave. There's the front door and leave. There's always those co-workers that are always freaking complaining, but yet never do absolutely nothing about it. Like, shut up. Nobody cares. Keep it to yourself. You know, keep your unnecessary comments to yourself. Don't you ever, you know, just stop talking. And then you have that one coworker, that one person. You know, you get up, you're trying to be positive about it, you're ready to go. You know, you're gonna try to make the best out of this shitty job. And then the freaking idiot. You know, there's that one that ruins it for everyone. That one idiotic person who ruins it for everyone and ruins your entire day. Oh, you know, don't let other people affect you. No, they affect you because, I mean, the way they act, like, really? You want to sit here and be like... Anyways. You hate your job, quit it. Just quit. Just say, hey, you know what, I'm leaving. Like, this job, I had to give a 2 weeks notice. So, or else they would drop down my pay to like $7.50 an hour. Really? No. Not only do I hate my job, but I have to stay there 2 weeks extra because I want to quit. What kind of shit is that? You know? And yet your communication and your people skills are so terrible. Like, did you just happen to land this job? I mean, it's not for you. Let somebody else take it. That's gonna be better. And I'm not saying, oh, you know, everybody should be nice or whatever and kumbaya. No, I'm just simply saying respect your coworkers, respect your staff. You don't have to like them, but you have to respect them because, you know, otherwise you're just left with, you know, chaos and confrontation and all that drama, good stuff that other people feed on. So if you hate your job, quit it. These shitty ass jobs, you know, there's always that one that always thinks, like, with their nose up in the air, I am so better than y'all because, you know, I'm up here and the best doing paperwork and this and that. No, you're not. You're the same as us. Okay, just because you're at the desk and not moving around and just gaining weight by the minute does not mean you are better than other people. You know? So that's all I want to talk about. Yep. This is the Lacey Show. You know, jobs won't be the only thing I'll be talking about. I'll be talking about a lot of things in general. How a lot of people tend to shut up and are more worried about, you know, fags or gay pride and all that shit instead of worrying about what is happening to this society and what is happening to, you know, our kids' generation or my generation and the generation after that. What a bunch of little idiots we're gonna produce. I mean, it's cool to a lot of, you know, I see a lot of parents I'm getting off topic, but anyways, just think about that. If you hate your job, just quit. You know, find something that you love. I'm not saying it's gonna show up at your front. I said find, like get up and go find one. Find something that you're gonna love, that you're gonna enjoy. You know, I mean, shit. If you're a kid in college, yet still living with your parents, you haven't made. Go to college. Finish your college. So you can do something that you love. So you can do something that you're proud of, instead of settling for less and going to shitty jobs